Then you adjust again. There we go. Yes. Good. Stay. Good. Adjust. Go. Hurry up. Good.
We assumed from the 23rd, and so we just have been working to understand the team and then to understand what we have. I think it's very good to have a moment of this kind, and also to come up with the right maiden squad that we have, and in order to be able to showcase what really the new House of Oak outlook will look like. Every coach or every player in Ghana knows what it takes playing against arch rivals, especially Kotoko playing against House of Oak. You don't need to speak anything about it. I think I have not spoken to the players about the name of the team, but I've just been preparing them with regards to our expectations on the day, and so every player knows, the importance and then the relevance of these games. So you need not to be told to add up to any other pressures. No, I just tell them how we are developing our style of play, and how we are developing our game model, how we are developing our team philosophy, and how we are developing our team culture. So we are using this moment, to get the right energies, effort, and then hopefully, some good performance comes up. We try to use economic methods of training, that is doing everything little by little, technical, tactical, physical, and getting them in the right mindsets. And so, because we are not in the right phase of times in association football, this period they should have been recuperating, or they should have been getting ready to transit from resting of the physical and mental part to getting ready to come back for preseason. But here we are, you are supposed to prepare a team to play a high-profile game, and you know how it is. We try as much as possible to manage the loads, even in the game, to manage that we don't have players playing too much and then the players getting injuries and then getting worse in the course of the season. So it's a very difficult times of the year when you have high-profile game in an off-season, when you have not even gone into the preseason. The team love them, and they know we want them to begin to show that the Phobian spirit is back. They should come and fill to the stadium and just keep cheering, irrespective of what is happening. They should just keep supporting the team. We are ready, and we want to make them happy.
Zach Kotoko Mawakwaba.
Menyoso.
Akonya wenye say na ne value edema.
DJ kesiye pa edema, because from me time I started here, me bo football no me dream say one day I'll represent Kotoko. And now me second division I'm boy no na me team run no Kotoko big fan pa, and see they be no catch me say one day obe me mabo Kotoko. And coming here no, I think say anije kesi de ma me sign de ma me team run.
Nti links ba yi obo na mane na abo na mane dey asem no catch you.
Yeah, me born na mane, and nanije pa nanije Emma or refer me to that time now catch me say one day we mabo Kotoko no.
2016 now share Asante Kotoko JC. I think say wo Penkwase school park and I say local school. Then ma ko share JC no na de ma wa na okoto ya na say tell us the story about JC no how.
Say na me kan no me chairman na me kan asem.
On the 15th of July 2024, and then 15th.
Yes, I was.
Oh, 15th July 2025. July 31 days. Oh.
Aye.
Okay, so we are not halfway through yet, right? But Barcelona are thinking that Liverpool's interest in Rodrigo will help them to acquire Luis Diaz. Okay. Liverpool interest in Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's the report.
Firm interest.
Yes.
Okay. Madrid say are available. That is if we can pay the right price. Okay, that would be good for Liverpool. Very, very good for Liverpool.
100 million euros. You get him.
No, I'm just 90 million euros.
Say.
Now, Aquano, they say coach Sombero.
But they think that
coach
because Nyesibia on your good play, they think that system now coach Bono will not favor him. So match playing time.
That is a very important factor in establishing the value of a player. Player tono. Ade ka ho pa ba ko no.
But for the feel say okwa fine on cause any problem.
Who said you be as okwa fine but me just say
buy your player be okwa.
Obi akwa okọ. Me just say you answer be me tipra but the moment obi fit into coach plan no. E che say ne boss wate wo ho. Be so tie no ase na ekọ anim. So obi aba ebo so obi aba ho obekọ obi aba ho obekọ 90 sa na ote wo. Luka Modric officially now is a player of AC Milan. Luka Modric. Yeah. He's now a player of AC Milan at 39. Yeah. But I just got Dibo Bano Abichiri. The AC Milan everywhere. And Luka Modric.
Yeah. Him because of experience.
And I think that Luka Modric will look for a club, a big one indeed. So Madrid could offer Liverpool their promising starlet Adagula in a shop swap deal for Alex McAllister, according to the fish eyes. Okay. McAllister Liverpool for Nepal.
Say boss, and yes, a direct swap deal without money. Negotiations. Before Adagula moving to Madrid. Now we are interested in Adagula. Was any team be any team be good Adagula? Me just make us on pay.
Then there's a man to see a team. No more fun.
See our position now.
Then you make a statement. Team be any no become pay. Somebody to a team.
Oh, Madrid a team.
I don't know why. On now why I said Rodrigo the Adagula the end society
business I open Macallister
obi omumpe Adagula Liverpool for na catch him omumpe Adagula yeah omumpe
Christian was scared you guys can also wine
na so betina enkola
go so catch the wine
is a market sign enkola ni bia obe understudy that's what sign
to us now.
It's not a sign. Over can call 15 million.
He's coming to us now. 15
million. Penny for no brand or baby. None we're signing.
If you ask me, chain on steady because 2 years time, boy, no understand.
Or Baby Suya said it's Bobo.
Saliba Becheno. Because Saliba be German.
And the almost some prayer on no coaches one pen cry. I'm almost the umpe when you're in 10 million. Or the Oko Poby players at Dagula. Na Liverpool no Adagula no ne yonko ne wa Liverpool
o say
ne me say
Adagula
tango hwan betin na bobo Liverpool ni ne yonko ne wa Liverpool
position na I players be ball Liverpool boss obaya obetu omo simple Zobo slide obo na Zobo slide bench number 10 Bruno obo na simple
you are funny. Real Madrid could offer Liverpool their promising starlet Adagula. The Liverpool team go to home. Ethan Nwaneri could consider quitting Arsenal due to unfair treatment, according to former Premier League goalkeeper Paul Robinson. Go Papa Ben on die beautiful. Alan Shearer tips Chelsea to challenge for next season's Premier League. Yes, he got Tudor is determined to bring silverware to Juve by next summer. Especially after missing out on the Club World Cup trophy. Vincent Kompany also want to win the UEFA Champions League and Bundesliga in 2025-2026. Vincent Kompany improve tactics kakra. I say no, coach is not here near my papa. Okay, and we go phone chrome son sem. Sanity. Akwan is a lawyer, David Winnie. I say ono na ye lawyer ma Rene Heding na okaseti ya house for kakao they were less than honest with Rennie. They failed to respond to any of my emails, or when they did, they were again less than honest. It was only when we went to FIFA, after Rennie had spent a lot on legal fees, that they finally responded, because they knew they couldn't ignore FIFA. They have 45 days to pay $150,000, and I think that's around August 8th or 9th, and they have until I'll tell you right now that they have until Friday 8th of August to pay the money. Okay. Because the house were less than honest. Eridon Goso Ekasa, a former Kotoko defender, is asking Kotoko to prepare very, very well for the African competition. Abaka Watara is Solombacho Brabra. Just a minute. Because Watara is blaming Elvis Herman Hesse and Abbas Sule for his removal. Yeah. Saying.
I'll say I'm going to orchestrate sa Yempam Watara at the board level. Yeah. Nkoma one the close allies Eddie.
Watara no nkoma ono bi edi.
Yes, close allies.
And what guys ango for no?
Yes.
And a ma Yepam no.
I'm share sa nkoma na say. Because some of the players be by a senko on
Abbas the player koi.
Abbas obo Abbas din.
On some more similar and go fast Abbas the player free Kumasi Konkai. So Watara and Fana Watara so
I'm recommending players be senka on Fana. But here na
players. Abbas can.
Elvis can.
Send supporters no the players no koi ana.
So we
organizer na we chairman.
Mienu din no wabo.
Inti Bodino.
Oh boy, and come on the sauce and
Munni.
There be a interview our grant you, but a close source information.
On Casa Mobile.
Oh, Waka.
The water to me needs
any pana wabo mudine crown or Matiasem or Moya way.
So I can.
Aye, or Moya
no more your home day.
Boss, I know the home. Send it.
Oh, my young Ampa.
Aye.
Okay, so Black Queen Sosonra Omo AC from Kama. Share 4-1. Now they are moving on.
Yes.
To the quarter final.
Yes, in Algeria on Saturday evening.
Oh, Omnimbo.
Yes, Algeria man in Yadi.
Honestly,
Nigeria shared and show.
One of the
but team one in Nigeria boardroom is to Otuo-Acheampong.
Tournament or they are one of the teams that
okay. Because you say African football, African football man there no. Teams omo ya there pa no. Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia. South three teams you omo ha dwene pa. Morocco for a team to have been able to draw
and Morocco so me hu omo no. Or see a bobo to send to beat them if you should meet them. Algeria the omo nka on.
Okay.
Omo just that against Nigeria, no. That's not Nigeria for not qualify. We be
team maybe ana omo.
Also, team Algeria is a good fixture. And you're bad. Oma semi-final, quarter-final, na fixtures na ready.
Yeah, you ready.
Nigeria no when.
Nigeria ne Zambia nebo.
Ooh.
South Africa ne Senegal.
Ooh.
Yes. Morocco ne Mali. And Ghana and Algeria. But Ghana and Morocco Mali partner. Winner of Morocco Mali Bisham, winner of Ghana Algeria in the semis, yes. Oh, and he tells you say ahano relatively ahaneful because say oh side of Nigeria or Zambia or South Africa or Honoma. They find say Morocco or the other side. Almost say
yeah, but this and common in Executive Council approving the GFA standard player contract which will take effect from next season. Okay. Lawyer. Yeah, Manchester Union come banner pumudia banner fiedi.
All right. Enti anope ye kunko funkroso na ensemwa edi adentete ensemwa epumfumpa onko funkroso no ya de honsem ato anim live on Oyerepa TV, live
on Oyerepa 100.7 FM and some no doso nemom de disefata se wohwe na wotie na yede emma wo kitikiti mam polibi na akansuo yanom akan pa anopai yetu ebu ase atrenom ama yanahwefo ene yanatiefo yana wako Jackson Herbal Center amaso ye amana de Jackson natural capsules ababonten Jackson natural capsules beboa wo ebia na odompem ayo ya mojanom endu mafrisane ya Jackson natural capsules eboa wo busisi yade nom Jackson beyi ede afiu so be mamu ewo empem Jackson Mr. 2 malaria afe abetu typhoid jaundice and afe menstrual pains no etu nyina se 0244 723 0244 723 541 afe high sense say memfan to anim say o blenders o rice cookers o kettle iron air fryers nina oje afe high sense amaso ye washing machines no high sense MLB afe refrigerators just freezers air conditioners nina jibi our high sense amaso mo de no eye papa eche sanso and entrench na mo kania ne bebre 0302 5500 0302 4500 na wafre Edusa Herbal Clinic edi Edusa Herbal Mixture ene Edusa Herbal Capsules aba abonten onum ye no boma ebeboa wo ebetu koko na se usisi yade no ebekọ menstrual pains no ebetu ase na afa Edusa Prostamide Capsules enonom etu prostate ngina se Edusa Man Capsules ma bo adwuma ye ewo empem na obekọ kumase odu kumase a Swami Mazi Macro na say Guide filling station inside war and one more Accra La Paz Omobe Las Palmas 0500 110 115 055 700 9824 na wafrem na fenema nyina akoye amao mesha siem afi Spain na FC Barcelona enra omu training onim say me catch o say Hans Flick ashe ni preseason na say na enra boys no etintin amapom enti yebehwem on your screen or Pro TV enema Hans Flick and the rantenom eye no enra juskundi eti atudwa say no kranie afi 2025 2026 amo pesa amo ye more ema club no last year amo je Spanish Primera División Santander nembom enya enough ema club no jomo pesa amo ye ene se afi amo je the UEFA Champions League amo je the Spanish Copa del Rey na amo defend the Spanish Primera División Santander ene yansema oruanom edi etu jomo be catch us Mark Casado Bansa eye diom baby a se amansam ebeka Mark Casado eye player ema FC Barcelona na Demeti Chemsa 20 million euros and a fixed price abusuam Oko Bansa so ya amade to boy no so sa utua 20 million euros a fixed price obefam boy na manako si akan amount Paris Saint-Germain, Gianluigi Donnarumma, or your goalkeeper, M1 na contract situation in the and Perry Potter, a Kutamem, HMS Marc-André ter Stegen, Barca, a catchance or a third choice goalkeeper no PSG asan Shasebium 18 kobam sa amansam ebetime aka goalkeeper na fe abaya juma ama Paris Saint-Germain that be yenim ochransem sa Donnarumma anywhere na onom abedem ede ama team no Barca wa na migya ene anopay na demeti chemsa La Liga forum ama green light say Barca ebetime asiakan I was Spotify Camp Nou na Spotify Camp Nou no abusiam ready betimim a hosti amo matches na Juan Gampa Cup amo expect sa 25 to 35,000 spectators abeko na fe amakohwe game no bie Hans Flick na ayetrene ama FC Barcelona or say our plan for the season 2025-2026, our plan for the season, and or improve a continuous improvement there. Last year I'm more at the club no Ferran Torres or say only plans bia say obefi Bansa and Prempeh Altna Bansa now for fighting for position in the club. Now I'm pay on Oyerepa TV Oya Bibia Mesau Jai na Twembe TV no minim sa utie na fehwem Abrante and Madrid officially. I'm going to communicate about Alvaro Fernandez Carreras. No, he say new left back Emma Madrid from Benfica or a player. And one woman say Osiakai Madrid youth levels maybe pray and some po and Okoye Juma Manchester United before United and so and Oko Benfica last year Champions League Barca and then Benfica Miwa Kodai pa na Barca form abusiam ukomwa de yatini meka Barca samacho na main screens no so na yanhwe video na Madrid posti no ano na say jersey number 3 no Alvaro Fernandez Carreras na say ni jersey jersey number 3 left footed and na ochano our screens no so na Madrid abusiam na no beka cha say oko data kromwa ezi akma akutabi the thing and kes smart na smith no the make teacher say enkobonom akwanim Chabi Alonso at the Atujam say obehiano ne midfield Madrid confirm say the arrival of Alvaro Fernandez Carreras from Benfica ababwa club no amunima kodani ye pa na all things bini kwabusiam womo airport ne hontuma with Madrid no lunin demete HMC Villarreal etin komo say amansam abeka lunin na fe lunin abaya juma ama Villarreal and slot abusiam the meeting Mark Gehi or your defender Emma Crystal Palace na enkobonom agusua ekoso Liverpool epe Mark Gehi na se amansam ekan say Kim abusuan sanction deal no 20 to 25 million pounds for Ibrahima Konate sanction deal na fe Rona Kwaya Juma ede ama Madrid na fe Mark Gehi aya Juma ama Liverpool with Liverpool na no latest an update on Mark Alexis Alistair meka ete achel namom mamemra England na fe yenim komom our England anopay Hugo Ekitike a striker Emma Entron Frankfurt Diamete HMC Newcastle United Nyabere pa amuye dombe bia sam abeka striker no 23-year-old French striker no bam abeya juma ama womam dietene Liverpool abusia Hilal at the afaba se amunjai Darwin Nunes na amesia kan ama womam amu jedi sa Darwin Nunes abe piemo our club no ma ama anima koye ama Hilal there or catch Hilal for say among confirm Darwin Nunes amra aye new manager Simone Inzaghi anom befi Inter Milan a join a club before the FIFA Club World Cup mamin Cup Madrid that year no fe meaning kobo anopai anomabi ebo hwerema egumasum na nensema okanyina ene se Real Madrid ready se amadi sika abeka ada gule ho na fe amadi akọ Liverpool Mark Alexis Alistair anopono was sports activity so emra na nana yaw mensa Joel tina konyanum ena mekasha we se Fiorentino Perez oye club president ade atuja se hwe enye se bia ya permanent for the nti mesoria na mate 100 million pounds na mde akofa striker bia keke na mde akofa midfielder bia keke some from midfielder ya be from midfielder sika ye tua dia fano no edise fata si etua se sika no enti ye hwe nia Alexis Mark Alistair Puvisa one of the best midfielders in for sika enka adagula home na fe yan konkon fano deyatini oko Liverpool amu demande 180,000 that's 180,000 pounds and amu de emma boy a week na amu tua sika na enya issue kramade you ready say ombeto akatuam afa over 100 million pounds amu de ada gula beka ho na fa bonum eso atekakra and your reporter eka yensa anopai Manchester United first week of pre-season adena ekoso enti anopai on your TV Oyerepa TV yɛbɛkɔ na afei yɛenjoy ɛnneɛma Ruben Amorin ɛne ne mmerante no ɛyɛ ɛwɔ weekwe mu ɛno ɛyɛ new season ahead no deɛ ɔmo yɛ 1 week ɛna ɛda so no AS Roma abusua deɛ tie nie Rasmus Højlund deɛ mete ɛkyɛm sɛ ɔmo yɛ dwombe bia sɛ Rasmus Højlund no ɔmo bɛfa no afi Manchester United na afei ɔbɛyɛ adwuma ɛde ama club no ɛno akyi ɔkɔ Arsenal so yɛ a deɛ mete kyɛm sɛ ɛne nkɔ na wie no na Noni Madueke medical catcher sɛ ɔmo na wie na ɔmo nan so sɛ Noni Madueke ɛne benadai ɔyɛ player Emma Mikel Arteta's Arsenal Mikel Arteta ɛso aka kyɛm mpanimfoɔ sɛ deɛ wɔso mo yɛ bia mo yɛ ebereti eze no ohia no ebereti eze ohia no wɔ team no mu o believe sɛ ebereti eze ba abɛboa ama anima koyie ɛde ama team no na former Premier League goalkeeper Paul Robinson at the Tudras Etan Waneri that be a consider say obefi Arsenal team no at the I'll say Noni Maduaka I'm to the bottom Abema boy and my dine at the Amano Arsenal say Ocha Bukayo Saka Oniwa and Captain Diet replacement Ebe Etan Waneri Mrano Nihono and Waneri ye she say important goals my Arsenal and to officer boy no Saukofa Noni Maduaka ba nice in playing time na be limited nti enom abama boy na atimi afi club no Alan Sarah say adena Chelsea aya no enya good day obi a owo Mark Kuria na the same left back so many bono obetimi na ka ho afi our Res James Malo Gusto one of the best right backs we are say afi mfimfi ho Moises Cancelo de Putosa Enzo Fernandesco Palma Jean Pedro Liam Delap nomno masa players at Jamie Gittins no be ka Chelsea team ne team a compete ye for the English Premier League or say so ni ma hwem last season kra Liverpool edge the Premier League no Arsenal Bonomoden City Euramo Liverpool je na before Christmas no na man for believe that Chelsea ebetimi age the English Premier League no Livy Cole I see Chelsea, are you ready? Sam, I'm fighting for the English Premier League. Young country other teams and say Chelsea eba na Oko and some football down bank to say Victor Jokeres or your striker or Messi our Arsenal team num or see Osheno in the Champions League and Victor Jokeres at bottom of the bar. Now he looks unstoppable and to feel say or your player or Messi our Arsenal squad num.
I think a lot of Arsenal fans were getting a bit agitated about when is the striker going to come in. It looks like they've got their main man now, and I almost feel like that was the final part of the jigsaw, because I think Arsenal were creating a lot. Yeah, they were creating a lot of chances, but they weren't really putting them away. I mean, they scored goals as a team a lot, but they needed that guy when the games are tight. Could he be the difference? And I think Victor Gyökeres, you look at his numbers last season for Sporting, they're scary, absolutely scary. So if Arsenal can get it over the line with the additions of Zubamendi, Norgard they've brought in as well, of course. I really think they can. Kepa as well, the goalkeeper. I think Kepa as well. Maybe Madueke as well. I think Arsenal are going to have a really good season this year. Yeah, it is a big difference, but I do think that
Nah, Liverpool, sir, this is our time to make Chelsea history. Into a camp will be at Chelsea team no Premier League. And we are ready.
Definitely, I would say, yeah, it was a statement victory, but in the future we'll show, if we keep winning trophies, everyone will recognise us and give us the love that we deserve, but that's we only know in the future. Just one, in the future, I think this will be the biggest tournament in the world,
Bigger than the Champions League?
I reckon in the future, yeah. And I've won it, we was the first team to ever win it, that's huge. I've really enjoyed it, playing games every 4 or 5 days, and amazing.
Now, Miria Ewo Italy no, the Etienne, Luka Modric, for the videos, no two screens, no so, and finally was signed. I'm an AC Milan and Ochem say, or excited, say, what journey the project, or Zaka, I'm a fan, say, we're ready for the season. Negotiations, Koso, Victor James Osimhen, from Napoli to Galatasaray, latest bidder, Galatasaray Sport Kulubu, at the Akorom, I'm a rejected bid now. Yet, when some Emma War, you go to the say, I am determined to say, Yankupomboa, season 2025, 2026, or winning trophies at the Juventus. More skin, sir. Reports Oko Team A, Oko Team B, Crab. He will fight for Fiorentina. Ababuam, now Ferma Koye, at the Ama Woman, Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkaman. Or see the entire rejected Italy. the job no and it's not to mean coach club and san coach Italy and ya dwuma mienu and fa emomenu nti and one day the Azuris national team no and coach and opay yengina so na yemfan ko phone cross nsem no NC and and opay Dr. Sam of Apomodin Herbal Clinic ewa na no krenye womo ya de na amuri achina womo nya yaresa no nyame adom amukọ Dr. Sam of Apomodin Herbal Clinic no amanya yaresa ko no ansa wo yade ono atenase enti meko Dr. Sam ho na fe menena dinkomo the next 10 minutes day animi Dr. Sam of Apomodin Herbal Clinic ne dia doc akwaba say be fine
that's it be fine pa
nti yenti we
that's say o dis akwenye nyamame nyame onhyira mame ntia ahwefo a omo hweme Oyerepa TV ene atiefo a omo tie me Oyerepa Radio nyo bia se mo sonfo Dr. Sam a me da Apomodin Herbal Clinic no e Kumase Sofolai sojafo kwan ne so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enamo Bible ne se tabia na me kase na mekoso kase uwachira kwaye bomutu bawura kwaye bretuoma ena hu se dua bia woni sibre sine dua bia woni sibre no sa no body nyankopon hyehye no ewo dua bia ale aesa ena wa han bia ale aesa tuba maso anu bra ene nua hini ene nua han no body nyankopon esira so ama me a me de esa yale e o maso ye so bi tie me na pa na ani yare atena wo so ache wakomiamia bebre watu sika gunti no ufi se ani yale na wo so no eye kwankwa me catch o se edru Apomodin Herbal Clinic kwa ye kwa ebekọ jemina bani sesia na frɛ me se me number ne ye 0551
0551
09 89 61 0551
0551
09 89
61
me se mo Kumase Sofolai soja for kwane so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no eho enamo Bible ne ka no Matthew chapter 6 verse 22 wose Bible ne se yini padua no na se yakwa no ne kania na se ne han ani ani ti se sumduru wani a ne sumadu ni padua nyina obi a wotie me ne awani eprusuo pa oba memu oduru abeno ma woni na eprusuo no ebejai bu ho oni etutu pa ejaw ti yare ema utifa edwaw onso ba memu oduru abeno ma woni na etutu no beto uti na epaw no ebejai bu onso tambia wani yo hene waposa ema woni aye kokwa oba mema woduru a woni na yo hene no ebejai ne posa no so ubejai mani kokko no so afiri ho manatra kala nyankopon ede ma wani no ai sa pepepe so bi tie me ne na pressure e woni so nipa ba ohunu mienu ayo hwan ni abra memo oduru abeno ma sa pressure na e woni so no ebe firi wani so kra bu na glaucoma e woni so aye bre hu ade ya tu hwana mo na bra memo oduru abeno ma sa glaucoma ebe firi wani so kra bu ha wo de ne se jise wo hye ahweniwa na se glasses ansana wotimi atro na se wotumi akenkan tambia me kase ahweniwa na se glasses ndie just supportive ebo keke na so yi to ho a ani yale ne de de so ho so be he ahweniwa efrumanti blem akodu nkokra blem a ada be yi ato ho pa no no to ni framu kra na ndi oba memo oduru abeno ma obe hu ade ye na wotimi atro na wotumi akenkan kama obe so ho a nipa ba udi ohu nipadua no na so nanim dua pa ya na esum adu ho so benso bentin kofi anakwame ene ba no edema gise wo ti nipa ne ansa na wo hu nipa kura oba wenya ya dadwe a eti nipa da sani so a eteti ni tu ho na mo na bra obi so ho a na ni de asie de mosia pa ena agu so na ni so ewo woni ye tu ho na mo na bra memo oduru abeno ma woni na asie de mosia agu so a untimi hwawia no ebeja kra tambia na mesaka ne ha se your far-sightedness ye kaso obi your far-sightedness a ade ne wachira ena wohu se benepa onhu ena obi won so we near-sightedness ade ne bena ena wohu e wachira onhu niye wenya ye ni yale a etini pada sani so a etete no tambia me kase enkwala any students a nyankopon na mensa so ma aniyare afiri omo so de bebre kwa tu so ba no otifie ye den akrabu okọ school otiache se ya onhu board ni so ye bi mpotie ni hope na wo bise teacher ni se edi enie mfo mu nyantu ana ma mfo mu mra mema na duro be no ma okọ school a ba bi biara teacher ni no ebe position wo class wo no otimi hu board ni so ye no otimi atro no otimi akenkan kama na mesa catch obi a catrat ete esisi na ni mienu nyina so se wani ni fa no na te afura na na nkosa benkum no ema benkum no enfranka ho na ete eba obi ani so a sei na yeye lens na nkasa ye cloudy ebo eje sofa obi die ye kusu obi die wisi obi hu ade frita asa ngusie pa na nam nani so enam satei na dia ko hospital ma doctor na catch you say etena esisi wani so no enyiri 5 months time 1 year time bra menyo surgery na so operation me catch you say tu hu na mo na bra memo oduru abano ma satei ebe firi wani so kra obo ha wo de wa surgery no na so operation na wie na so still hu ade ya me catch you say achia so emu ibra memo oduru abano ma be hu ade kama so obi tie me so ya driver ni wo driving school na say wo sua ka atwi o kwa kwajo lances o kwa ne your eye tester ani yare nti yamfa wo lances na ma wa tu ho na mo na bra obu so a wo de wo jo lances ni bi wo twika o fie ko na nim ba o ko so ko renew lances a o ko ya wo so ani yare kurenti yamfa wo lances ama wa mu nyina mo hwehwe Dr. Sam machira kwan na me sa kacho bia wo tie me tambia me kase diabetes ya tena wo so chepa e de ni yare ene blow so obi tie me na diabetes de ni yare blow to wana mo na bra mema wadura ebe tu diabetes na se na masama wadura ani yare na diabetes dia blow no afiri so akokora a ensama biem ene mabru bebe ewo ani yare enye bibia se STI sexual transmitted infection syphilis bia etena no so cheye when treating ye na say one pet ne pharmacy blenti no edidi mu saabo se edi ani yare abre no so tie me na wo sa problem ya bra mema wodura ebetu syphilis na say ma sama wodura ani yare a syphilis dia bra no afiri so akokora ensama biemu da jemina mani sesi a na frɛ me say me number ne 0551
0551
09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 na me saka chobia otie me na blood pressure how oba me mu oduru abeno ma blood pressure ne beba normal so obi tie me na osenti ekuro abeto nsunum aduane to yema na yema tutu wa bra me mu oduru abeno ma sa osayale ebe firi so akokra wo stroke abubu ogudam wo so stroke nti ofa jojo sebu wo ha stroke nti wo so wano achia wo de afi na won sa ayetititi onan ayetititi a ebon kayese wo yakeka ko stroke obi tie me wo so prostate nti ye de ketita na se dodo ben ato be mamu abra memu oduru abeno ma sa ketita na se dodo ben no ye be ye fru be mam e ma wade ho afi prostate nsem so baby tie me obo ade bo ma no omo baby anenso so baby afa ko na fitiko na so baby wo ha na menu na mensa na ni chima na twa e chese yale bia sikwan a e ma wuchima no e ma ye obo amemu oduru abeno ma be chima kama na me sa kacho obi a fibroid e da wo yam emfa ho ne kase asi ne sitie memu oduru abeno ma fibroid no e be na ne kra so obi tie me na asthma tese wa pa e di wunya Dr. Sam mo asthma do tatahwe oba me de kanwa asthma no ebe furu so akokra so obi tie me na koko ebi asisi wonim ebi asisi uto ano sabe uja wonan a na daniel ye yopa oba me mo oduru abeno ma sa koko ebe furu so akokra bema mu ayemre na wontumi ene oyere na so partner ene ye tambi aware sam de entokwanko a me so ba me mo no bemaduro ni bi wo manim ho e ma bema na peja e ma na brem no ma kwan ma de akofie e de akowo so yere obi a awo pa ho aye de ama Dr. Sam me wa wodu tatahwe a me de kanwa be wa fa ho afa ba so obi tie me odi oba de ball no na bema na sonwa pa baitre benam yale bi de se enamu san yale gonorrhea syphilis na baba so kraman atena wo so atenti no ama bema na hi afo aka ketekete abra memo oduru abeno ma boma ne beye kese emu beye du ama wagina brane ade a eye won wasoro ewa pomuden heba clinic ne se nye se oba ya ne am oduo seje kono oba ye beye hwehwemu ye beye lab test you your scan test you the fidie be homogen nyina mu ne hu ya report ya how ne ama wanu oduo seje kono na ye re flu so nko me ye both local and foreign delivery ama no ne babia Dr. Sam mi no ko ho ti number ya egu screen su e WhatsApp line so obi bi wo ha fama no na won fra ye twase e dado ne to anu ama no ne a ye be kwa koma no ma yale ya tene so no afiri ni so akọ se Ghana heye ye locally heye so na babia wo ekwan wa na wontimi ma ye be ginchirechiremu e twase ye de to na ye be kwa koma ne kama ama na no ma yale no afiri ni so akokura a ensa mabiem me ye adwuma adwada ekopememeda jemi number yi wa bra me soli me say me number ni 0551
0551
09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 me say mo kumase sofolai soja for kwan so opposite Assemblies of God for asodan kese no ho na mo nyankopon onhira
Dr. Sam wa pomuden wono na kasa no doctor yi wa mangrofo sorry stroke doctor yi amangrofo omani nanka kane ohwe ade a bisibisi na wo mo pressure omani so beda benya na bogu so amanfo di adanse yemfa diabetes in benefit
of course
wasichire no we na mfo anko wo pressure bemmo bibidru ama pressure na ba normal ede no ntumi nye na me ache na yaresa honhon no asa ma na obrase na the way meeting nice man but very very noble Dr. Sam Dr. Nyaminka ho na kosuye wadwuma no a kosuye wadwuma no se de oye na dance engrofo difa hunti Prempeh College wo no so for like do afa to soja for bonse assemblies
of God
hope na Dr. Sam
boss say Manchester United nya 10 million pounds
over friend Dr. Sam
from
0551
09
89 61
that's it doc na mean show so no better so one na 10 million pounds everyone
Real Madrid say Alvaro Fernandez Carreras to Madrid wide medicals we sika mutu am Benfica no amu 10 million pounds nti Brian Mbeumo ade no
but Alvaro
Alvaro Fernandez Carreras
na obo league ben
no obo the Portuguese league
o se go mienu
one see enka said no koyere enka said no
koyere so lo bi tie o ebedu obi aso
enka said no koyere Champions League so to say omedi bibia na
tie o you go to play free Portuguese league
o say omedi bibia na general
grow fine herbal tonic anopay make am for edge amount the ten say wo ho na untumi na unya sleepless night o sorry na o ye adwuma anopa o te say o body no ayemre o ye adwuma kakra bi a na o te bra grow fine tonic and I also OGB na onomo the ten say onum grow fine no ema eye ahoɔden mapa a obetumi aye adwuma ache ahoɔden mapa ebetumi ama watumi aye adwuma sɛdeɛ sɛ ɛne sɛdeɛ fata grow fine no onum no emwa didi kama onum no eboa ama wayare ama ho atɔwa na ɛno so wayare sa no ɛno so akontentem ɛde ama grow fine tonic ɛno ɛna sɛ obia ɛnum bi baabi eton no bia no ubenya bi atɔ na wanom number no yɛ 0244 596532 grow fine makes you grow fine. Kangen Energic drinking water ensuo enya dro na mom dwumadi a edi onipadua anim no ekyense wato no kra na wonum de bia ka kire ese nipadua no se ni pH a ewo nipadua anim imbalance ebemu a eya na mpempi no nipadua anim edane acid ko ho na alkaline water ebeboa abeyi acid ni nyina afri nipadua anim se de beya nyarewa entimi ntre nipadua anim no eye Kangen Enagic drinking water bon ho ban num su papa ensu a wonom no kangen Enagic drinking water no na yeso obi a enum ni nyina ne se no na eboa manipadua no enya ho na eboa na yi acid ni nyina ede afri nipadua no emufo ni chem Bremen UGC anase Tafuni Road Abaru Junction honom a obehu kangen Enagic drinking water ho o frɛ omo 0241 44 9191 and a 0507 37 9474 ABA Herbal Center Softwater Software Rasta Osibre na onsa yade glaucoma cataract no and yare ni nyina oba obeyi e de free ho e de ama oma wadro no na odi agu nkwan mu oma wadro na de agu koko a wudi mu udi ya pe eti wani ni so wan edi amount eyi ade nyina edi free ani no eso hypertension stroke prostate ade okoso for atawa ABA Herbal Center obetu ni nyina se edi amount kwada so gyina se ye o main market achi ope Doma Inkro Ebenezer Preschool ye be apia kubi cold store ye number say di juma no pay 0541 565 199 and a 0502 812 161. Bema bebo adwuma sisi ya de low sperm count, premature ejaculation, low libido, edek SM bites, ena onum bi anopay, onum edek SM bites no, ma wanya atenka eso bebo adwuma, obo adwuma ne so a utimi eboche, obo adwuma ne so a chese bibia ekokama, de maji SM bites ne bi nebubo edu herbal clinic, ena eyekofai by ne number 0243 989 368 and a 0201 044 221. What a PM Kumaso per baby eduti ato baby asumbio baby a dede enia a Knox hotel ya accommodation no ne bon from papa obeda no unya restaurant sorry ukodidu or bar or conference or ya ma free Wi-Fi open a spacious place at the Ayo wedding reception for any time our Knox hotel Obano na Joe feso Asoka Olam Street me wacho Babaya Sports Stadium ene no ebe papa number no 03220 244 38 and 03220 24162 Amin Scientific Hospital stroke yade awo honsem yade kwankro nyina no Brian so ye betu the amount ye the machines esi uso yi yade ni pa ye ma wadro na wanom na yade no akọ ye no eye makomako aduonu enan a edi agini nyina edi atum amen sebra na betu sanya do nyina se free honum stroke awo ho semeche fertility na fe chronic diseases ye branches no edu nwotwe Ghana manmu a Kumase Atwemata Chiman kwada so fon ase kwan ne so your number no ye 0277 00 1234 0277 00 1234 na fe 0241 367349 ye gina no so na ye de no esi boss ti show no to aso today's sports on 100.7.
Okay, solo ya da CP Zach akwa about saying BBI fine. BBI okay transfer no ye. Okay. So they will move out of more guests over
say
BBI ntimi gas BBI late ana.
Oh that. So I feel na precision the more den. And you know this is a peak period of the transfer window. Yes, especially I feel that teams you know bit to kwan to no. Ona na omuyadin ana be onenako ana be so a peak area ba ko paaye unse omareten na omabo first 2 games no also na pressure ba pa ntina na business ekoso pa within that area no ntino ba na dey say weekend ni na Liverpool did omodi kan bo match that ambo President last weekend and United will play this weekend against Leeds. And most of the big teams in Ano.
United almost players so my pam baby some my
some clan a lot of the young guys are
go ma 5 as 6 on some
promote a lot of the young guys mama one time I'm training.
Oh, so I'm going to be United for one.
And I'm join the team no training.
So they can't go there.
Am I empamo because they are allowed to come there at a specific time. Send by they will not infect their virus. So form virus no make the group no
virus
and I say until the moon train about 5 no maba Saturday team no ko what ma ha ma dia chen the phobia
the isolation so mama bo as so oh say on say obi anu dey kokko pre-season yes member ha so be boss sir
what is
they go be boss sir out here say onam ntase wo be bia nko
we dey omo coach ni etri omo bibia o bibia no team ni ye bia omo ye bi
okay
but mo dey say mo ba fra team ho na mo dey mo yare na abe fra omo
asem ni dey bone gwan no maye
na e mo pese mo musuman no eba be fra we mo enti mo dey team ni training wi na obo 5 mo so ba coach ni wo ho de omo du moko normal training omo bia omo ye bi mo wi ara makofi ade chi an maba nti sana amoren anim people na say they don't want, they are trying to say they will clean up the mess that subina na players ni biwo United na say obi idea open no person change the culture of the class and they can move on and one nti say yapamom
so they are cleaning
the system
up the mess mess
they are trying to the court some mess in here for the Glazers over the years not appointing football people to run a club and acquire taking decisions that players no say so behind the there's no strict our club man will be idea but it is no what team no so they brought in football people to take footballing decisions and see where they so that's what I say.
O Matias eh na on Tias say nipa say o cleaning mess abed na on Tias eh this year here ka say some players na on my part of the messy situation no team no some more make team no o ma sem akuse when Anthony Rashford Garnacho and Sancho okay I'm here for
see, I just saw said a news that is saying United are forced to negotiate. I said, as I'm now, Juve have shown serious interest in Sancho. It's now a million option down because of how they are a million option down to like negotiate on Juve's terms for him to leave because I said, because Juve are not ready to so go beyond certain limits. Until they are trying to say. They would say balance the books now is kind of manoko. We are hearing Juve are refusing to pay 25 million. United are asking for 25 million pounds. So and Juve are refusing to pay 25 million pounds. I think it's on a high. And I'm deal no engineer because but and scour bejo Juve ni the and what I said this one Juve but now since the Juve are not ready to go beyond the Saskana United airport. Then I'm a deal no. I be a while or more shady.
So what I say, Anna. Okay. Because I said,
Sikana Juventus 25 million pounds. Nanya Juventus for issue commuter. Sikana wages no. And issue now.
Sancho cost United saying.
Wages now. Sancho.
Well, 70 something. 80.
Sancho came on 73 million.
Oh, okay.
No, sir. The reason why United are demanding for the 25 million years to balance their books, so they will not go at a loss. They almost spreading in for a period of time. Then last year, and this year, United will make the final payment. Because can go more to pay. Now, I say.
That's what they want to calculate. They want to other than.
I know, but the period that he has been at United, no more because one may have the paper from a team, no. But we already think of Moji Dortmund, when Jesus say we be a we, and that is the problem that they are facing.
It's a narrow pay. If you read the newspapers in Italy, they are all saying say, boy no, at this stage, Eddie, Wajatum say about 8 million euros a year at Juventus. Or no maybe be It's Usha a lower because he's on a £300,000 a week at Manchester United. And there's a OBG 300,000 also for 8 million divided by 2 a year. It is a week be our just no.
This is all what this one.
Because now he has agreed on 8 million.
8 million
a year.
8 million a year.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And 8 million a year, no.
Yeah.
A year say 52 weeks. And I 54. I think it's 52 weeks in 52. A year. And teachers a week, you know. About 150,000.
So when do I jet on we at that level?
Okay.
It's now the problem is for Juve to agree on the fee United are demanding from 25 million.
And also upfront payment.
And
since United they should be upfront.
Yes, and then the Juve is for fees.
But to spend 25 million on this guy is fine.
The problem is the so. I won't say they are
25 million there.
No, good business.
Because no one, I think at the moment they are
so far there.
Suitors on the table.
So far there is Juve are the only club that have shown serious interest in signing a brand and don't see idea and to transfer any day after only to come because the power is in the selling club. There's something that now you kind of domino effect of transfer. ABS over England. They say Newcastle United are on the verge of completing the deal for Hugo Ekitike of Eintracht Frankfurt. This boy, Newcastle are about paying 69.5 million. So 69.5 million pounds to sign this boy. Now the discussion here question and he say is he coming to replace Alexander Isak or they are coming to play together? Because some of the PCR now last season Newcastle were not in the good books. And for them to cough 69.5 million pounds, people are saying and they have to make sales. That's what told me because in that they will be in trouble.
I'm up to Elanga
55. Send them I want to say if I'm to Elanga 55, not 69 at the bounty here, their books they may have problem.
So they were in the Champions
League. This is not qualified.
Last year,
Champions League.
Oh, okay.
They were not in Champions League. Same time, because last year they almost had issues with financial financing. And and then I go for all these issues. I say, is he coming to play alongside Alexander Isak, or they are bringing him to replace him? Because already know we are here and say Newcastle United for no.
Players
are ready to accept figure around 120 or 100 between 120 to 150 for Isak from Liverpool. Liverpool are ready to pay to get Isak if only Newcastle are ready to sell. Now these two guys last season so too in the Bundesliga also share 15 goals and will make it 55 or make it 8 assists in the Bundesliga only Ekitike no. In all competition or share 22 goals and will make it 15 assists in all competition for Frankfurt last season. Now if you pick them now compare on Isak per 90 minutes based on what Omaya in terms of goals Isak 0.7 whilst Ekitike 0.5 assist Ekitike on the name in terms of making assists than Alexander Isak. Combine goals and assists now 0.8 0.8 expected goals 0.6 chances created and Ekitike wants to say Isak because Ekitike creates chance 1.6 as against 1.1 of Isak and a big chances Ekitike 0.5 as like 0.3 of Alexander Isak. eti msoto yeah sure how Newcastle will conclude this deal with Frankfurt. Then it will open for the discussion of say Ishak to Liverpool. No, is it going to gain momentum? And I said Newcastle will want to keep this.
It looks like Liverpool will sign a striker.
No, man, it has been clear, sir.
And they have money to do that.
Yes, they need a striker. Oman so clear, sir. The project that Anslot want to do, no, here a better goal scorer. He thinks that the over-reliance on Salah no, is not helping them. And to do it, they need someone who get in the goals. Gideon in Nunes in the article form. I say, if you even the Liverpool supporters, and instead of Gideon say with Nunes, they are good to go. And based on how they want to play, you know, coach who said Alexander Isak had a perfect fit for the system that he wants to play. For that matter, any amount of money between 120, because Newcastle want to say the ball will not go for any figure less than that 120 to 150. And Liverpool have the money to pay and get him. And see this transfer, from tomorrow going, I how these deals will go. Now I should be from about. And pay to this class they are making business. So City are now so £1 billion Puma deal. 1 billion. On say the highest are not team the edge in terms of share sponsor in England, Manchester United. United were on 90 million a year deal with Adidas. And the previous City deal with Puma was to a 65 million pounds a season. And City was 65 million per season. Man United na 90 million per season. And they City are announced so a 10-year new deal with Puma that will now send them to 100 million a season, which is more than what Manchester United are taking from Bobo Kwai for
City for Adidas. 2 Manchester or baby. So what young boy
now we to be na
so usika ona na aje kase no abe 2 we ya na na no 2
obia ne time o sign ne de
send na making
nti no
say o sign no 2 bi ti e twese United so be rin no 2 omo is it in 2 na do so Manchester
o nya ntutu aso
so am so ye ti opa
Mr. Otuo emo eden so de Mr. No credit more idea my United pa na weekend you kwa wi an ye be hu se ni mo ayedin ye be hu the magnitude of mo ayedin he say omu hu ni ye but ye wi weekend na Arsenal timi here ne signings ni wi ha and obo se
Liverpool so ye omo dey City dey so mo wi dada do
City dey say ono agigi bi di akọ is aka 1 2
the Chelsea so ye wi
and I was last week so Spurs kekan no
yeah
how they say
mama so ku
om di mienu bi aba
ma ku do so kekan no
too I feel bad for United fans. Now,
I critical.
It's serious. In Ukraine, signings don't guarantee trophies. Signings and guarantee successful season, but a more promise, a more hope. United now don't have that. And on our 7-1. There were teams of signing players they started season to harm far more. It was bad for them. And to be so United and yeah, who be say, hey, Matheus Cunha na ba on.
But some will be they have what they have to be fine. Saying for recover from injuries near they should be fine.
How would United be fine with Otuo?
Okay,
so let's start from goalkeeping.
At the moment, no.
Onana. Arsenal money keep goalkeeping issue. Liverpool need goalkeeping issue. Okay. Spurs any goalkeeping issue. City need goalkeeping issue. Chelsea impam so to na ye ka say they need a keeper, no. Kakana Sanches share against a PSG no. Am I a Chelsea fan that you can decide to gamble? But United there, based on the whole last season, no, am I Sheba or goalkeeping department? Maybe Onana in his 3rd season. Eba me who do Onana ni who what? Inter Milan. But so to my car same way pain. I was having a conversation with one United fan. I'm saying, Onana at Inter, Onana at Ajax. These were two sides. Their defensive line was solid and they were dominating opponents, limiting the number of shots. No cookie panaso. So here Inter under Simone Inzaghi too. The 3-5-2 system near Ejima. And Inter was a big force with Italian league into a no bar. Bob Brinko Nana Sosa. A similar example is Ayas. And we to a goalkeeper. So within a game, not quality shot about also your one. We save our keep clean sheet. But so check it the year. Eddie Ba Onana Swa. The year was making a lot of saves because he was facing a lot of shots. So United team ni a team wa amun protective bebre sa body bebre beba also. And unfortunately, Onana nanka se air so individual errors are air compounded the issue. Ntiti area wo ho. And ka you honey fraud I think United Chiron Kadia okay for me. Because Patrick Dogu no too excellent first 6 months. Mazrai me okay. Lenny Yero I believe when he's fully fit, you have a problem. Lisandro Martinez, delayed Harry Maguire. I'm okay with United actually. But we want free wa. In fin de question marks will be they are yet to answer. We did not see Manuel Ugarte years. Set time Ruben Amorim ban. Now we player in United to say, obe benefit power. Ruben Amorim or by United. Ne di enemy be Manuel Ugarte. But that's not the story. I want to answer my pictures of Casemiro, and he seems to be in a better shape. Mehu Casemiro kakra pictures be a banner. It looks like he's in a better shape now. Na as Abu Bobo now it looks like he's okay. And you who copy menu so say during the break, effort I know put you in place. So okay. And you can still gamble with Casemiro, Ugarte, Kobimenu, Bruno as your base too. But what about Yekwe and Nimna Yewi? United fans still don't track Zegzi. Say the last season they are going to use Zegzi. You talk about Matua's Kunya, Mizoto, a fair noba. In Paiboni, I said, you know, Obetima Baby repeat. Now, who will lead the attack? Is it still going to be Rasmus Højlund? Can he even guarantee you 15 goals within a season? Into United, he has signings, and some of them to a clear about the head bench, because I'm not near deal come out about Arsenal. And it looks like the starting 11 of Arsenal, they have it intact. But they are also eager to strengthen their bench. Our more pebiatana bench. Ye koye nim nyina nzo to omba be shema ba be bomo. Enti Ryan ni ho a ye ka kepa. Ben White ni ho a ye ka Timber. Calafiori ni ho a Luis Kelly. Moto obaba ye Saliba Gabriel. No mo poni ho na Timber betimi abebo ho. And Calafiori nso betimi abebo. And it looks like a chile hono or no only problem. Then they bring on Zubimendi to come and combine with Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. Miguel Moreno also still around. I'm not confirmed not guard Yaba so to Oma Metana bench mom. No guard is on Metana bench mom. Giving them options from the bench for Carabao Cup, for FA Cup, for the Champions League. You might say what midweek. Over Champions League weekend, over ABA League, the following week, over FA Cup. How will you solve it? To us, the on the FA Cup, near starting from January. Until also the additional duty become January. While Champions, the Honor near knockout stage, Honor League, you run the business end. Into only deep squad, that is where you struggle. And then you know, Castle Madueke. But if Madueke comes in, now check it and not telling more now. You have some hope kakra. And the transfer fee ni pen ask them. By us na 10 year him say Bukayo Saka pra you are going to rely on Madueke. The last time we were explaining it. And ask na pay Joe Carras as an Nababija, which is almost looking like a done deal. Inti my coach na chitafo ni swadi hunu say si ekọ pre-season a ye team no ya hyehyɛ wi a ne sa ti coach ne kɔ a ɔfa we no de nesia ɔfa we no de nesia na ɔkɔ n'anim. But United is going to pre-season. They've even started their pre-season and their key questions. Now the biggest headache of United is how to get rid of players. And some of them how to sign players. So, nebedru hono. Now akabe few is not transfer window na close here. You now don't have enough to bargain. Unless players force their way through. That is the disadvantage when we transfer a bang pan ya bedru ye close one na. Into a city is almost done. Akebia ba ku bi on ba be fashion. You look at this Chelsea team and even the number of players I'm so to want to be called loan no kura nyamba ayo. And also that Oma Chelsea. You look at the Liverpool team and they seems to be okay, but Omofa the moment I trend the core yepeno. Oma my Liverpool supporters now high. They went in for Jeremy Frimpong. Looks like normal prepared to. Into a Liverpool 10 year when is but can we say same for Manchester United? And we told say 10 years, 15 years ago, near best starting league now SU United. Now United are not even in that conversation. And to even make it worse, it looks like United the gap between United and these clubs and can I mean the say and Cameron Abano. They were going to give him all the materials to make him successful because Chelsea project times to it looks like Adebia Enzo Maresca here be the amano. And where ye papa no permanent the open where Pierre Gunjayon. And that is what is making him successful. The amount of money Chelsea for a splash or market, and your club will be unable to splash it. And we look like Todd Bowley by and he's been consistent with splashing the cash. Maybe I NT project and I say. But when he was signing young players, giving them longer years so that they will take their time and develop and fit. And it looks like it is working. Madrid the crime is the 2-year complaining. Madrid is Segumu. Madrid is Segum for Alonso. And send your Madrid the Yema Alonso. That is what and Sessa United Yebima Ruben Amorim. Getting the players he need. Because Obe take you over in the middle of the season. A fake pan or and be so too because of how and your man Shannon Konyama Amorim on the first 8 months. He is starting with his back against the wall. That is the dangerous aspect. Senka Fena Ruben Amorim Nimpo Bar. If it is so first season, and you create a problem. But Amorim Wababe Yebi, Europa League went to me League, Mr. Two, and Koyamano. He says so about 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the English press will descend on him, especially when he's having issues with some of the darling boys of the English press. Sancho, Rashford, Mo. As a England for boys, no need 1, 2 be a issue penno. Next assembly bound. So people will start bringing back the players are my poor mono. And they're all what they could have done for the team, especially when the team is not performing. I feel the pain of United fans. I'm just hoping there can be a miracle elsewhere for them to get rid of some of the players. So, yes, I dear a bad day, dear Momo. Now, Kevin De Bruyne and Modric and the Italian league them so too. Somebody else say, "Omope a year way for now." Now, I think they say Jibo Bam to your man in your DAC Milan on Komokakra. It looks like can United, but it's so far away from the elite clubs now. Yes, Max Allegri, but to have repeat this, a coach is as good as the materials available. Coach Bia no more than Bob done and do a park and so on. Agent and you make when the materials for a manager is not good, no matter how wonderful the manager is, the true potential and true results don't me achieve. I'm sure AC Milan too. I'm not really feeling their vibe or transfer market and so. See Kenny Ho. And he has a AC and combat falling giants. No, one more strong or more tebano. One more count because AC bought Champions League this season. No. In fact, they will not participate in any European competition this season. No. Just like Manchester United. And away from that, no, I won't compete. No. Nipa mo ko fa ne so be save yes I Luka Modric. What do you say to? Yeah, can't hear referee similar, but almost twa wata papa because so even if you watch Kevin De Bruyne for Napoli, the Napoli team are defending champions. I offer an experienced figure. So on my ambition, and when you watch Kevin De Bruyne, he has more football in him than Luka Modric. And also many of you. I say no ne adie and you just some kakraba could be the AC Milan fans. No two AC so more brepa. One more brepa see a one some papa because say I no mobile be here. Then tough one be because me to Atlanta have a good team. Mauricio Sarri call Lazio. Gasperini call Roma. And we to share Kwaya Claudio Ranieri. Edu Roma every season now. Say Gasperini take over that team or more enough potential. Now you can imagine the obit with your mind. Why hey yeah, not the mobile be replace the automatic spot Atlanta or the top 4 Italian league. Maybe or the Roma ever. And Roma is a traditional club. They have that support. They have that financial muscle. And they now have a good coach. So I had that AC top form too. Maybe I'm over year upon years no to me make you. I feel the pain for these two big clubs, AC Milan and Manchester United. Yeah.
Zach, 1 second, would you agree with him? And I say situations in the crop will be adding gonna be Tino and on
Milan situation now move forward. If they find themselves in the United Young Mukor relegation rather. This is a club that are now celebrating Luka Modric and Russia. Italy war. Time Modric do no kwa manager general. Bigger as well today. You can what he is coming to offer today. Modric, nobody.
You only need some youthful players in the middle.
No. Modric will not be entertained at current training ground. I'm a permanent for a cry.
Now one
and then when you are it's Milan situation there. You see, a West, but boy is that they are in a league that they are now Europe Bank of 5 in that where they find themselves. In that same situation, no, in England bank.
Some the biaba, one hour more number.
One of
them money and pound among gas and ye.
Or at least, they're not that I make a sign.
I couldn't animal. I Liverpool very audacious because Liverpool say Mate Rodrigo, Nanamite Sesko, Isaac. Was some weak crack shim not so maybe. No more because dear Moko 190 for the go. Oh, that's fine. Okay, Tino, young enough, young Rammer, and Sembibli in SCC.
Okay.
I brought for her house. I bass a DMP baby. Oh, Atara and Common. Say, Atara, so whether it's being fair. Because when you're so bit me, the approval at Debia Gas will be a man funny play and tea. And I'm just I think that because your records are there to show. Yeah, the board were not quite happy with, and they may be developing players and other things. Into the banner. Yeah, burying your Black Queens to see from call money against Algeria.
Now, got to call boys in a few home down so say there.
As a mamma,
Macassia make just aquada.
Oh, then say
a better see
issue be out one.
He said, Binmo say, oh, yes, more baby uncle for anymore. Binmo say, players and yes, you mean now, be uncle than fee.
The best and so wow.
Okay. Young come right now, said your boss at the day, Hono, if you so, and some of her major break a crab, me, ya pedal. Today's boss, it was just a from to bread, and I best sorry, make I will say, we go on more, all Sentino, yet the idea be Nesuno, Nesutiana, etie, or say, ya a bonnet pa, ya ne brim susa there be, ya dear winner, ya a bonnet, and I see a dear winning yawa, now summer two, more all say, ya woman, brown more brenabusian watering, Dr. Yehimono, or 2 dear chosa would be a gastric ulcer, would be a duodona, would be a peptic, stomach pain, stomach gas, indigestion, esophageal ulcer, when you know, and what drew about bibini to maplas nya de bia ne ekɔ agina ansa ne abua yekoduru hɔ no mu a bra ɔsa na ayɛ miu na wonya do bia bɛboa mia mema ka no wɔ hɛn wokɔ a wode abuaduro ne din nye sa wogya sa nkɔfɔ no di a ɔno obeyi sa be de nkɔ no bi no de ama wo na wagye sika na twɔko baabi na mmom de ɛkɔ a ekotu aseɛ de ama wo wonim obi na ɔno nso ɛtete na to bi kyɛ no a ne ho bɛto no ama dawase a ɛnsa da no edin no yɛ bibini to maplas yɛ abɔ mmɔden so obɛdidi heavy wodidi heavy na wonya bi egu minim na gura ahotɔ no ba ya na ade aseda e de abrɛ yɛn time ka wo sɛ wotwam kɔ ashtower yɛ o de bita pharmacy ba ko ɛhyɛ hɔ enkranfo hwɛ me anɔpɛ tie me anɔpɛ no de tie ne sɛ hɔ nso yɛ o de bita pharmacy enso ɛwɔ hɔ ɛnomo saa so na wotwam ɛba promise ɛba ha no mu a yes bɔmɔden na bisa bibini to maplas wo benya bi number ne yɛ 0558 055894 0541 337816 na no so awomodin etimi afre bibini to maplas mpanimfo no wanya bi etimi ato bomodin ko hwe Franco Trading Enterprise anopaya wasemenka wo se Nokia, Samsung, iPhones, Smart TV no 32 to 100 inch Franco ni air condition your 1.5 2.0 2.5 horsepower your chest freezers refrigerator type bia upebiano ebi wo ho mo ampopo washing machine amafie ho nyamasie ayemre microwave blenders generators CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere nyama ya maboso yi nyina no abusia wo to a hye no nso se wate so si ahwi enu nti wo se baby an branch wo bia no de obeto bia no 40% discount off ni nyina no ene se Kumase adum hayi wo ba ajaba jewelry a nkobata no ba ko ho challenge bishop adum old melcon kofo clinic new kajetia bomodem na friend number ye e was 0245 316969 0245 316969 uwie pa kai sa de ye beto ye na aboa yen ama yesie ntimi nya ache de biara da no e ba ko pe apose aduro de ye Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste se do mosia ye no eboa bofra eboa panyini timeka wo se wo se ne de ye hwetwena no pa anwumre nso wo ba beda wo mfa hwe nka wano no na no nso asa twetwi eyi wo se ne nkonko ne ne wo se nso wie na wo kasa gobi su a wo nso kaka bia so emehaw wo wie kaka ne nso wie no to krom wo no no ya kohyem bia no etimi bo ayi kɔ na afi wo kasa gobi su a ya free so be kasa sanso wanum ne nka bia eni wanum halitosis fo no na me ka o masemi me ka ne sa wie pa obi busa se den nti na me nkoto me ka wo se ye de asomuduru efe se pro fluoride macro calcium ingredients ene ye de afra ene ye de aye to obi obeyusu bibia no eboa no ya akope 175 big family pack no 125 ajakwa pack no so ebi ewo hono mo yo 65 ene ye 12 in sachet formula ni nyina no ye obeyusu bia eboa anopai provision shop bia ben obi ana ma ne ye maso mu a anu anum eton Pepsodent every smile matters tutumrika no pay kofe yi ase ya ma me ne din ene akoso duro ya ohenere ene ka wo se power specialist eba hospital kwa baba ho bia no enim so yare ne de wonsa mfa ma na wonfa nko de biara da ahoto no baba na yetu e de free so eno nti fatty liver prostate ulcer fibroid kidney stone ya de SK de aba liver care e wo hono mo jirika heba master and capsules ni nyina ne se wo ko Accra kwa benya ACP road power bus stop fe yase bosomtu road Adoya junction takrade e Anaji estate one bank no ene pen 0244 544 422 0200 383831 Rosters Roofing and say one dear air cosono or mamonya so emphaso ni na se on kofanye mano no buy $1 no yatete so na de bia wayere ne nyema so one dear na dwem penti was mu amo pen chansen bia ye fe ne se alozing mo so amunim aluminium product ni bia no so wo ba beto a kai se 15% discount no yate de free so kra and sample and nkomo no ye ni wadi na shi wad bia be ko bia no asem dei eda homo bia wo penkense papa ye be bone da so a eso empa mfepete pepe na ni enho aye 0501 453 869 0544 338042 na wafre Rockset Roofing no so to me aboa tie ni ye adro ne ye atumpan insecticide spray atumpan insecticide spray director of aduro ba ye onyamenya ne kase no ntono nkom ne nyina ne se kwane a na Ghana fo busa se de aduro ene yebenya so mfa so mienu sa entansi we gbodam ni because sebe ya na entansi de ensie ne se ka odi kum mo ne wie pa wo wiaje so okopɛ duhwam bi sanse nka no kra no ama democracy wo nhye dan emfili yie na mom we de ebra ba wura dem ho 15 minutes time no obokɔ na ntatia no no mu nyina gu baabi a wodi gu ye no ntontom no wontumi enventure ebiem so nkonsuo no wodi gu nutu ne neta so mpa no ho a abofra no ntumi nwe no ema no so ente ne nyina no wanwan no wo disturbo choba fo hia bi pa restaurant fo so hia bi de de ne se ne de na eso compared to nkofo de no even ketwa no kra no esa so che nkofo de no nkofo de no so yusu a 31 hour time metima twan abontem ntontoma sa wi me we de next 15 minutes wura ho okwa kata bia encho na mom de ba kun say duhwam bia freedom ho ba no na mbusa se mo de na ye enti a obi akunkum mo na wie na dem won so gya ne nka hwehwehwami no mo se ne menka mo se ye de lemon lavender na de friday ye anu nti ana esikita ewo mu no anu nti obi apebi ato amna boa no ye kokoma se sokoban akra ye pokrasi ACP takrade hakuna matata ya fre 0553 082674 0553 082607 number simienu ana wo de frɛ atumpan bra wo pedodo atuo wo pa maako bomodem frɛ sisi wa wie ne sa no me say da bia mi twam wa me say na kumazo for sanka de pay bantamu a ene nka na eba nso start here no no eba phones and accessories was here we took one conquer for my so fanya me ba de ekoso ho ano no ade na Ghana de chinchini atwan you so bi tabiri ewiase msika nyina akopɛ iPhone ato da bi iPhone no eboa yen nyema ewo mu ne ho odin nyema bebrebe fa so bebre no mom use iPhone no na ne picture quality kra de eche paw bibia etumi ye obi fa he aso akrama fa samena no wontimi mfa nya hwe anu nti obi pebia kura ade nti na o saye den ede manuo ono ne de won ka sa tabru sika nyina abra beto enu nti 40% wodi kan ebomodem enu eye nhyehyeye wo ba wodi Ghana card nko na eba wo mfa judge lawyer bia fie nkrata bia ma fa Ghana card na bra wo ba 40% na wutu ade to ase de aka wutu ne kakra no na na me check ebi okura na titi scan 8 million wutu bi nya bi ebi won so 1800 iPhone 13 no eno so no wutu tabiri ekura na afedi aka no kakra wa wie tua na phone okura wo nya mfa so de afro so boys ni tugu so mesro wo ye woda mama ho dada nchen a enventure sansa wonka nkomo ihu obi oye adwuma timi kɔ timi ba de makan ebeko ede amano tie ne ye kokoma se adum ajekom burden ba bia mo fa bia kwaka ya trotro ejegina no sabusa no a mami tu to ntade white no frosoro no mo ho ena omo ewo ye was circle inside American Mall Circle Mall Block A Shop 21 and ye was circle Tiptoe Lane adjacent modern photos number ni 0200 689 170 and 0200 689 175 no so abomodem etumi afre amanyama nyina no akoyie ede amawo wo wie pa kopɛ memedro ba kopɛ yenkɔ agina nsa no so ya ba bebua fosia men's powder obisi ne be ma no fon na efon obisi ne be ma no opese mu ye duro obisi no oba ne da ensuo no yo infections kwa no etimi ede ba na obi nso so obomodin ede bosi na nipa na afi woda ho ne wuntimi nsori biem on the whole day woba no ba kopɛ no kwa na nuru ba kopɛ kota na otimi di ma no be ma wase woba na nigye be ma bia waro oba be 15 years o ma ne ntede woni widiem de one ne da na ntoba no woni ma de fence sabe ntede dabi wonim bi be ma wadura no obi won so anopa no ne be ma ne ntimi nsori mpo na be ma na kyese dabi be ma na ye adwuma dabi odin nsaso ma na ne wura ho ne wonu ho so ba asasi so meso nkoka wonu waduro ye fosia men's powder hwe TV no so momodin tuniti no hwe ema fagu onum fansuo pia no fagu nsuo no mu fafra eno so betima nom fagu kokonu mu fagu tea no mu uwie a 30 minutes master ben we enya aphrodisia natural memma nyina duro fosia men's powder me wie sa wie a na maka o se memma ne de o mpese ye adwuma kora ntantam no de ebinim toko
bitters no na for this no akohwie e de anom powder no na ko bitters no wo hwe wi anya no so no kwa wo wie e se be yo sisi no mu adwuma kwa am ka se koko no ne ofa se ba ko ani fry ade koko no ne ofa se ba ko ene se eneyi wo hwe ade a hunhun yie na nyema enko yie e ma wo na wuti ensu dwaw gaga wo to fosu ko bitters no a eyi sa ade no ase me share de wunya bia nya de bia na be ko blue cross ansa na wako didi da bi ma wo numa toso obetima tibi edi ena ho aye wo den no obetima da kama na fe 3 die no malaria no etu ase edi ama wono pai wo bomodin twam Kumasi Kolinak sanso na Fredemens Apidanga Misty Heba Samdoria Heba wo kejetia enkranfo mu ko St John's CFC bus stop eno no wo ben Ecobank no sanso ena sister May ewo meno kasai edie goso sunyane eye fiapre ebibidio fie Techiman Jamestown bebia ni eye Adom Heba Koba Promise Heba bebia eti kasai adum hanemu a eno so mo ego ha obenya biatu obenya mako 0244 017097 0552 812912 na chese nyama aye kama tutumrika na fei kowihwe Jacob Colamberg Company Limited Company Limited on na semenka wo se efie no wasi awie baabi aduro se si idea ka onya light abetima kodam na nso sika wo tabiri ni nyina akotwe light no wa hwe adwuma no ebesa loko adwuma no san se dan ko na apagya sika komu a ensan fa return bia no emfa ma nti dai de uye sika fa no tunchan ni aka no e de adwen na esie aduru so obewaya eyo ma sede wo de ono mu ento nhyehyeye no mu ma wo ba site ho a eye housing hole wiring eye PVC pipe fitting ye we electrical fault service bia no ye the mount a CCTV installation yetimi yebi your fire alarm system no ye ne ade be kofi ono mo po working ye ho adwuma ne ye gate automatic motor installation ye wo ho air condition no wo bi dada anasa mo no ye de bo ho de wo dada nso ye service e de amount electrical fence no nso yetimi eye e wo ho enomo e bia usi fie na che wo ye se gusu nyina no ye tufu se wan hwe ye da kopɛ eja beto fie ho wo pɛ so sasesa no nemum aye oden eno nso be frɛ no 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 abɛyɛ hyehyɛ no tua ebi e de ato ase de aka no eye nkakran ye kokronom abohia adonko near Best Brain School no 0503 006 441 0245 718 958 nkrakra no eye Christian Service University na semenka wo se September admission no ya bie edi atom mo ampesa mutumrika ebeye undergraduate and postgraduate programs no ye bo modern aka wo se eye MA event management eno na wo beye 1 year pe no wawie na fe ye pre ho eye MSc digital marketing and supply chain management eno so ye 1 year ye MSc corporate planning and governance eno so eye 1 year ye BSc cyber security infinisia 9 omkrade omonso tosisi ana ye pre ho ne wo diploma in business study eno so eye infinisia mienu na ade besua sa ade obi bisa ba bia meda ebo ne da form mo pesa mo da hostel horm no bo ne da form sa so na scholarship ne de ye nim frim oba na mo de mo no ye 6 to 15 aggregate no wutimi nya scholarship no wutimi hwiri ekotom na afenyema akoyie ye wo food bank program hono food ye wo free food for student amo enso at campus a eno nso eko eba wo mo ya hwehwe tentan fidie no so ebra wo visit yen our website no www.csUC.edu.Ghana na no so wanye akira kwan ni nyina mo no fra yen 0246 275375 ana 0240 154823 na no so wanya Christian Service University no account say excellence with integrity boss eba phones director na na woda nti we Emmanuel Benin Amankwa no and a CEO of Ghana's biggest iPhone installment company nidin Emmanuel Benin Amankwa special birthday and confirmer director boss.
Thank you baba change your microphone mama na you here na ya na yempe Jackson Beya
Nicola Jackson United.
Oh, I said so about sometime last week.
Oh, apa.
Wumpa. I know Wumpa the Sky is report too. All the major person report said United are interested in.
Obeba be second number 10. Mbuemo dia no. Onzo mpe number 10 yen.
Yeah.
The believe the church was in the million. anything about winning and I say
no
like
$100 million and I say
no everything United baby United na o pesta ko ka score goals as Jackson
the winning and now umpe no number 2
two things in the money and the profile no no and they think
also Premier League clubs are monitoring Nicolas Jackson's situation as Chelsea, with one source telling Sky Sports News that United are among those clubs.
Oh, on the way I know anything and yet proper link.
I'm some be replacing Boemo.
Number 65 on as then Omujina or Motu. Na 100 over that baby.
Chelsea better one.
Babo Yankoina. Meda kebab boamum.
I don't know 65 ni 60 no 5 no I say and no quite me ya
1 million yes kakito. £1 million. Babo a titi aduma ade be ye.
Na be dey ba.
£1 million.
Difference here 5 po. And I tell you about me, £1 million and sort out.
£1 million. £1 million
because Manchester they can wait and can Arsenal the end there mode of payment no now the man is saying Arsenal the money Arsenal want to pay add-ons it thinks it should be 10 million, that is euros. And Arsenal not I say Arsenal some do 10 million euros. And it's how we say pen nyepe e pan ka Arsenal ko pia.
Bajo me tio bafo. Yem van zo kan Chinese kasa ndiasi.
Tama, Black Queens are into the and who some power church mu kire wa hanu ni the best winger in the league ni hon kran papa na moti hona 5 ni.
Tottenham dem pero go fanda.
Tama, the Black Queens are into the quarterfinals with a queenly performance thanks to South Africa annihilating Mali. Enradie man omo etiaso papa ama tama omo di second crowd na yenim say emu odin but omo tibi put up a performance e de omo ba second position e wo eye wafcon na e koso no ti si idea omo next encounter no ye Algeria omo yiro omo ho a be bia nam no de tama ye yakọ finals
ye we no me ngod nga crack
ye nam no de ye yakọ
du yo mo ko tapana
oh Algeria ye be come match ho so ho ti ko hwe kwan nam so de
let's hope for another good game like this because Algeria na me sure against Nigeria omo nye by tournament na ya hwe no but for no game no we have not been better than them. And no Ghana ball
to say yes.
Then no minimum what happened to the Tanzanians. Sorry, Oma. Tournament started here. No, this is not Tanzania. You started game now. No, Ghana and Sada almost so throughout the game.
Even almost take.
Baby, on take Kano, almost pe Kanatin and I say yes. So Ghana and Ghana was more chances.
Apart from Munya Africa,
and my born minimum say man on Sembebre, Emiama, Biokrana. If you are players in the yare at that particular time, if you are the mass and born, Rihanna, on the road, you have born if you are we last you said, no, Zimbabwe, Pana match here. If you are running, the situation is different. It's almost a vampire or say a bomb. Now, Ubo's a top star, Pana, I mean, my woman, the Indian, after Jimmy Mobile. That's why I make any kind of thing, but I tell
Etienne, yo, it's no.
What doing? Guy, women groups, not a charge. Say, what over soldiers?
Elvis Hesse Herman, Kobe Jones, and Abbas conspired for my removal as the head coach of the Accra House of Folk because they brought me players and I refused to accept them. Elvis brought a player from Carrera and I refused. But Abbas says he will respond to Ouattara tomorrow. The Tama, Coach Abubakar Ouattara also has fingered Abbas, Kobe Jones, and Elvis. Or she said they didn't need pressure, but we be sana ɔmo de players by na wanye ɛna ɔmo fi ase sɛ ne sante no ɔbɛtan ne ni ama yɛ de yi no ɛne sɛ ni na adwuma abɔ no a ɔyɛ technical advisor no nti ɔmo nyom ho no House ignored me but they couldn't have ignored FIFA
ɔmo ni ɔmo ano sɛ
sisi ɛsɛ ɛyi ɛfɛn sɛn Watara afinga wɔ mo
afinga ɔmo
sɛ yi a yɛyi na fi hɔ as the head coach no ɛnyɛ performance na sɛ Abbas Kobe Jones ɛna Elvis Hesseman the players ɛblɛ ne sɛ ɔnye wɔn mfa mu wura team ne mu ɛna wangye ɛno ne nama ne hunu nti wɔn so sɛ
me nsusu sɛ anu yie bi a ɔbɛbi
anu yie wɔ hɔ na wo dia wo sɛ wo do play akoma coach na anya na nti no na wo na to tankuru am
anu yie bi ani hɔ if we want to analyze the situation very well then no me what already
by the time I say nyina ni say edu ebi no supporters no could to the extent of going to the board say omon Watara they had a meeting
supporters there
leadership no particularly nipa obom din na so were part of that meeting okay that faithful Thursday meeting bi na omon kwa kire fencing board no omon ne Mr. Kosiadman ne Dr. Nyahotama commission omon ka kire say
and job omon kwa esa meeting na no mu nyina na se bom yensa na the place
no wa mention me ensa yi
okay job maka no mo nka mo man ba play bi anko
say omon na lead the crusade say yemfa nyina di no
but I've heard people speaking say Watara nko omon di ni yensa we other people job swear
well in the meantime
as for the first part say supporters the player by any day and then news of Kroma
but how the player corner say
obi recommend the player
card and na say we nam so
entina me ka say hono de enya ade e fere say me supporters leader na me player we fa
na coach so on fa no
then
if you hono we be bia so
hono entina me ka say if the three of them pe ene koye e dia aka but we saw others our mom dia almost the players by ana
so more right up you are from Minister Beboa because I tried to contact Elvis to ask him the what one thing say about or anything to respond now and what your response be about this Beboa the discussion I said bro I don't have issues with Watara and I never took any players to him which he rejected so I said I don't have any issues with Watara and I never took any players to him which he rejected. I remember during the Justify Your Inclusion, the Western Region RCC recommended a former Dreams FC player to him and they called me, I don't know, Elvis, that they already spoke to coach and the player is stranded in Kaneshie. So as national chairman, I should facilitate his movement from Kaneshie to Pobiman, which I did. When we got to Pobiman, Coach Watara called Dreams FC former goalkeeper Agbesi and asked him if the player was good, and the goalkeeper said yes. The coach and the MD accommodated the player in a hotel close to Pobiman for about 3 days. I didn't even know until the player called me 3 days later that he has not been allowed to train, so he's leaving back to Takoradi. That's all. I didn't call Watara to ask him anything about the player. Before this is boss. What Elvis is saying is he has never taken any player to House of Folk. The only thing that Oyerepa say player be free Western Region. Ever Justify Your Inclusion ever House of Folk. And your buy I know when you baby that no I standard or your friend Kaneshie. And now Western Region RTC chairman a friend say Omakola Biaba I'll be just for House of Folk no why stranded. And he was said to bet me up one and come one of a man. And now, or mother boy no call with mine.
Ekoshia Watara say.
I'm going to do it.
Meba.
Because the what can be it appears to say Elvis has a hand in getting the player there.
No, until you said the Western region RTC recommended a former Dreams FC player to him.
To who?
Him Watara. Not Ono
Everson.
Okay. And they called me until more recommend we no more or no that they already spoke to coach and the player is stranded in Kaneshi. And on my dear we I don't know no say boy no Abanos was stranded. So as national chairman, I should facilitate his movement from Kaneshi to Pobimai, which he did. I say I did.
I don't know
Obemuno because already I say na boy any baby nda. I don't friend say almost no. As national chairman, your own friend come my boy and once Oye justify no. Any baby ada Pobimai and on which he did. And so when we got to Pobimai, Coach Watara called Dreams FC former goalkeeper Agbesi and asked him if the player was good, and the goalkeeper said yes. The coach and MD accommodated, and the coach comes in after what's the phone commanding now boy and buy half or no Elvis no. Ebu say young baby man open man and justify no. After coach in moment MD no, and I go play hotel man and say under whilst he's doing the justify your inclusion at House of Folk. And the Osha store there, the only place Elvis comes in a year helping to get a place to sleep at Pubimai. I don't know the coach was a coach.
To honor Elvis no at no point in time. And now only coach Nikasafa player is that what he said saying or implied?
Yeah, based on
because a player that original chairman after Wakachi was said why stranded. Say Elvis any coach and Kasa Pubimai hono one Elvis in the Kasa with me ma player ninya access to Pubimai say wonya baby ada. It doesn't work as simple as that like that because the senior Pubimai a system is it the team manager is the only person who can grant you Okoda hotel. Wanda Pubimai one Kasa.
Based on that, I say also coach Watara now any MD no. After say Watara F Agbesi. Who's the next time Agbesi so ask in the
link no yeah no.
I don't know Agbesi ni say you see a former Dreams FC player and unim no ono say ane oni bobo ono say ane. And because based on Agbesi's recommendation omo man hotel man die say on tena ho na onye training. It was on there after 3 days and a boy and a friend say or the hotel or training so money in training be
me pa so ya bisa every say or will play our career now did he make any effort or attempt say that player will come to us also ya bisa because for what I'm told coach and for coach akeka sa answer na chere wo mu it's a public matter the coach aka chere wo say for instance there's a player at Karela Fatao Timbeno Fatao former house captain. Could it be Fatao?
No, it can be Fatao because Fatao they say Obi Ane has someone for so papa more interview okay. Some guy you know.
And then player because as for Fatao
and Fatao
meaning say na Elvis managing
and Fatao
meaning so that's managing but now meaning say Elvis managing I can't remember say
public
you must be cry raising issues who say the NCC chairman cannot manage a player who plays for the House of Cook. Am I be issue edu baby na ojaye enti as for Fatao enti who is this player? I think we should begin to look for that player and then Elvis should also help us say indeed if he has a player at Karela. Other than that, there will can be the one from Western region. There, I say a form kakra and one will not be enough for that. Maybe I say there's more. Maybe Elvis putting in some more ways. Maybe I'll try to convince coach in this on panel and I say all those things before Elvis to know say the MD and the coach are ready for hotel for the player. It just say Elvis was involved in a way. With regards to the Western regional one, but I don't know, let him there too. But we are told say there's a player
from Karela, Elvis tried to get him to House of Folk. As for Fatal, minimum say, or Elvis boy. As to say, on or no another player, that I don't know. But you see, I do a course home. If Ouattara decide to talk, it will bring a lot, it will unravel a lot. Because Mobekaya, last transfer window, no. Maybe me a story ni bebre wa no, but I say amanfo an down and papa. For instance, there were players omokoda Pobiman, not complex or ba Pobiman Kronimua. They were brought ebinum kwakoda hotel na fedu ebi na omu chesi has to pay for the hotel fees no. I think we did that story here. Emma CCA NCC chairmanship hopefully Vanderpoint and I call offset is our bill no because now has folks say that player no meaning say this player say another player bill, but this story also came up strongly during the transfer window no. There are players supporters in a conversation Ouattara said on for warm, and I think it has been variously discussed here including player be free Gold Stars Emma Beka Jibo Krabeka say Gold Stars for no company for no say omo wan say on no moment na house for cast on penny because no inactive and I say na I say or play second fiddle to some other place ne no it this story unity kakra but say Ouattara decided say obeko publica is good. I hope say Abbas for instance be opportunity about no be clear because one may snippet of information suggest to say there was a player be on also na and confubi edene call say onko justify so onko dey so onko dey on also so ekokodu hono mo no na esa Abbas ba mu bi
so danger me menya betere team nkomo ne pa
say memfa other response on the response asamba
na kam wasem biam
okay me do ba no so say it doesn't have any player at Karela. But that boy in particular now I say okay onimidin what he's careful now is whether or boy no eko Karela ko onimbo ni din nka onimdin ko boma ya we have cross check and see so where he see now okay it was he doesn't even know the guy's name now the nka think onimdin confirm ya na nka check say if no was see and then so about Karela da na so about Karela da also onimbo ni din crampu the only thing he did was that okofa boy no won call offense eko any ekodin komo just justify your inclusion so as coach I say mami
SMBNC
I think the
SMBNC
do share some dia
SMBNC
I'm the Ouattara I'm the
danger
Ouattara
no question about Ouattara sacking see the nyina akose supporters na ye dada mpanimfo no were not convinced with the performance of Ouattara ends there when Jai called to down ho abobo ne boba no to papa. If Ouattara had won the league, I'm sure say could beat me and could baby akaso one family player and team come. Wanyadi you danger. Ouattara wanyadi you. But na has a bomb. In terms of the structure of the team, now she has an what was the pattern of how to foot team na Daho and Abubakar Ouattara? Ouattara na no ball. Improvement of players was a problem. How's team here that way pa? Say they who bought Rafael and Ponsa boy Accra Sports Stadium. Martin Kakari no, Suraj Sid no, Isaac Frempong no, Ivan Sadomaku no. Young talent and they would team we and agents Ouattara baby enti nyoma ye faso de boko chabaso no si enia brepa ne fa Ouattara de na to wa ye be say clearly he's below the standard and so person kwere to say nipakuo bi a wan form players enu nti na ya yi wadia e ye ntro and until I criticize what I am throw. The status is not about criticize Ouattara. So that time, young fan is so didn't play a corner Ouattara. Your status season one criticize Ouattara when the season started. He was rather criticizing House in Penny for say, "Oh man, to players Papa Ouattara," and I didn't interfere. So if justify your observation, we are man for play and one for who play and almost started Ouattara, you won't say premeditated, but your performance was not up there. And it's just because the panel the about one fan. Now more than one so in Germany panel come as Ouattara and Penny me engineer. Why not? His performance was nowhere below close to the standard. Positive saying that Ouattara ball no boy. The only conversation has make it the top 4. How many points has he make it?
But that was a big leap.
The big leap way. Danger.
Leap from relegation threatened to danger. Top 4. It's a big leap.
Well, relegation one that they has a call. Time Ouattara take over, now has relegation man. Or take you over from TJ. TJ last game was also between. Oh, Kumasi there. Between for penny focus on Mesh show with team. Okay, as a match for Kumasi. TJ show man. Now has the relegation zone man. They were not in the relegation zone. Ouattara bet take over second round. And some of them one that they have score relegation conversation. It's a bad near so would the top 4, the top 4. Points is saying no lose. Points is saying no winning. Goals is saying no say. Players saying no improve here. What is the hope around the Hearts of Folk team and Abubakar Ouattara? Oh, they mean just now.
You know, Mama mean quote a year, Has ignore me, but they can't ignore FIFA. They have Friday, August 8th to pay because Odote and Togbe has been dishonest to me. They could have come to me, but they choose to ignore my emails. David Peter Winnie, lawyer to Rennie Hiddings, speaks out and Black's House.
They just said he was called into a meeting by the CEO of the club, I think a guy, Vincent Ott, and they told him that basically that he's sacked. They gave him no reason, whether he was doing well or not doing well, just that was the reason. But they asked him to make it so that the club wouldn't have to pay any money, that it was by mutual agreement. They wanted, I think, a written agreement. He was being sacked, but he was losing his job, and both parties had agreed to it, which Rennie was not going to agree to. So Rennie just called the meeting to an end and said, no, this isn't going to happen. And Rennie then contacted me, and that's where we're at now. So the club, to be honest, has been less than honest in all of this. They could have come to me. I sent email after email to Vincent and the chairman, Togby. I sent emails to both of them saying, we need to sort this out. We need to come to an agreement. Firstly, is Rennie actually been sacked? Because it was very vague in the way they'd gone about it. They just didn't respond to me. They just ignored me. So Rennie was left with no other choice but to go to FIFA. He tried to contact the club and they just wouldn't respond. So to be honest, it's the club's own fault that it's in this position now. And because it's FIFA as well, FIFA has a very big hammer that they can hit the club with, because they are the governing body of world football.
Sure.
So Accra doesn't want to get on the wrong side of FIFA.
And Rennie Hiddink lawyer David Peter Winnie and Odina no di ensem ato ho no wa kire ne ntia ama nei $165,000 e ka no alabeto House of Folk so na time information me pick crack say ska na bro sa e bro di aba bonten no un say last week na me bebo amount no na baby me pick information if you no say e bro sa nti eno so ehun asem du ho a ye di ba be kan ho. This is very confidential. Why is Winnie talking? I am shocked he is talking after I have spoken to him. Delali Anku Adiame, House of Folk MD, shows his displeasure about Rennie's lawyer's outburst. And he also has MD in response to lawyer and also Sema on also can.
Zach Kobla.
Yeah, young man, so Yenya Chairman Elvis, Hesi Heman, Ewo Lion. So, Chairman, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Me chairman, you know, and I no pay. I be there. Me wanna hear you Mr. Mamu Fancha me Ghana Kromo.
Okay. Chairman, me sure say who follow the discussion na ekoso anope on the allegations are coach Watara make say at a point in time when the players be by team ni mo one form ntina mo sorry tia no menim so who follow program no one menim response to this allegation yes.
Okay, so thank you very much. Mama Minchia crowd of folk supporters of Mutim Wukumasina. I no pay me the kind in your call from one of your producers and me decided this and come in comment because I say my main anti-free coach and no. It will be so much unfair say me baby comment about it. Until after say producer and make a say no me quickly na me send a message my coach no. Say in sema matiti now to be very fair to your producers, me so matiti Matiti did that, but I felt to say in a big club like Hearts of Folk, no, didn't bother too much, especially many anti-free coach and Kasa Anno. But during the discussion, you know, Metise Yenya Bafwewa was trying to still trigger the issue as to say Eyanokre. Now, what I want to say quickly. I'm stating categorically, say, Enyanokre. Say, first of all, me will play Abi or Karela. Me, and now me know, because Ubisa me say Karela plays from goalkeeper to number 9. I don't know their names. Fatawu Mohamed Ana, me manage, you know, the management, you know, to Karela. And before they call Karela, could decline Echo Egypt to say Bibi Baye. I've not even spoken to Fatawu since then. So I don't even know the starting 11 of Karela United. Me, apart from Hearts of Folk, Team B Ghana, it will be difficult to mention 5 of their players' names, except they are the popular ones. So I want to put on record, say, Enyano Crescent will play or Karela. Now, back to coach issue, no, I was trying to explain to Zakito when he reached out to me. This is what I want to make public. Say, yeah, club I some a public statement say, or more yet justify your inclusion. The club was doing justify your inclusion. Public. Me patro justify your inclusion. It says supporter be here to make the player call.
Exactly.
So in the first place, you know, it was a just with each core players. And a West team for a frame. In fact, any chairman put a frame, one of the executives.
Okay.
And a frame. And once it was the public notice, he said, yeah, justify. As the national chairman, I was definitely going to be under pressure. Because we're going to come from BBR. And so, 10 years, me more be a player that you see my money player than all the honor I was on Mecca. Go to be from whatever. You see me, Elvis, me the player, but to be my own Mecca. So this was what happened. Me one a West team for no. One of the executives, a friend of Fonso, and I'll see, or more former Dreams FC player be. Now, or only Dreams FC ball Champions League or CAF Confederation be. Now, or more the kind Akache coach Watara say, the player is coming to justify your inclusion, just as any other player. And I'm sure, okay, so I'm only coach Akasa, yeah, I don't have a players because me no may come as a man and I coach in Yadi. Now me person me katia coach now. I want to be very fair. I don't like taking players to coach. And almost you only and a player pray me. And I see what be stranded work condition. What be stranded work condition. Na said you or buy and what friend is in family call. And I'm sorry about that. Me na me number and sin na me in call. So over here fan or see your condition. And I quickly no me arrange car man say. On Fuka embassy has it, Namishiano. Mishiano, me look do Pobimano, just as usual. A lot of players were there. Ubia didn't play but I am sure even if you are a board member, you might have recommended a player to the coach. What's more, a national chairman of NCC media mean to me and recommended during justify. I mean reading for any player number. Intimacy me the Nico, me the Nico do and the players ni go park ni so be na me the coach ya coach. MD Gina coach in chain. Team manager Gina Obi. And I make a MD ni coach said this was a player recommended by Western region. Now me information is a coach is aware. Coach see yes or aware say player name fair. Or ana coach yi ni phone e woni bottom. Asema me can say coach 8 year me no be 8 year. Omo coach amane say de me kendi say me boa o meka. Nti coach yi ni phone free ni bottom no frɛ Solomon Agbesi. And na otwi no ni ko di nkomo be say some 5 minutes. Obe me no ka chem so chairman. Solomon a confirm say boy no ye good. Na ne nyina na ball confederation cup no. Nti no we will also look at him. And I'm say coach, I don't want to force a player on you. So assess him like any other player and then if he is good you people can keep him. Nti MD ejina ye nchen MDT say boy no ball Champions League ni bia na confederation cup ni bi no. I think apparently they have made arrangements for the justified players no where they will be sleeping. Even I didn't know until that time. Said they had made arrangements for where they will sleep. I think they got some hotel around where they have to sleep. So quickly now MD Nikasu and the team manager no emfa boy and nkoka omo mu go hotel oni bi. So the boy left. That was all I know until 3 days later when the boy called me say he has not even been allowed to train and that he's going back. And I'm catching and say it's okay, he should go back. I don't want to interfere in selection of coaches. It is a coach in see uncle their uncle. Nti me wie na frɛ you can say team manager no and I be say player pro na me dey buy no yesi one trainee so he's leaving into me say na on ensure say if there is some hotel bill to be paid na me bet you bill no and a team manager na catch me say the MD or the club had settled the bill. So even the said hotel bill no team manager na ma main chia. Okay, tell him so chairman don't worry. The team had settled the bills. So there's no bill for you to pay. And I'm so then that is fine. And no one me problem. Me fi say bia hotel no ko die no. There is a bill so that I can take care of the bill. That is the end of the story. I've never spoken to Coach Watara about the boy again. The boy again.
Yeah. Chairman.
So that is my story. So I've WhatsApp me my WhatsApp coach. I can't tell you say same with Matiti and then Matiti say I can read so. Me won't say all friend me, but I prefer so go WhatsApp me.
Yeah, we offer the alpha.
Beko akoye said yes. Me na keep be with I prefer say na my WhatsApp no so and WhatsApp me back. Na me nya that evidence ni so no okay kasa na because it could be say nyesa na okay. It could also be say exaggerate. So I want to give coach that respect and the doubt. Until so no have catch me. Say na my WhatsApp ni say sa no kan na then I can take it from there.
Thank you. Chairman so that has been the point. Say Obi I recommend the player my coach there. Ghana had the news so.
He wants to make it clear say one and any player. Two, the recommendation is not even coming from him direct.
That's coming from him.
You want to say
a Western region for other supporters are no.
I say many coach Kasayo.
I'm a coach in the Kasai.
Aha. Into Okoduro Kwana coach and so or expect player na dada.
Hey.
Then I say when in Yemen I'm a frere a cracker. On obey. Aha.
Western for no contacting is
that's the point.
Yeah, the coach Akasan was stranded in Tino. Fano comment on also didn't quay. So the only role he played in the Nanka or Falteti baby uncle born a better.
Yes.
No, which me I justify no.
And then no crano.
And no crano could do no
crane.
Team now has a hookah. A man could have hotel.
And
they be a non coach.
Yes, and now he's trying to make it clear. Say on funny player.
I be a non. Abbas me.
It's a Kobe Jones near Abbas.
But me crowd here and it so be recommended. Oh, but won't you be down?
Me to me farm watching or maybe.
That's why you be there.
Bakuko as good now. And same be brief if I just
that's a not all Kotoko.
David, I'm a free Kotoko, the main far.
Now, over some Kotoko, who play or you're not.
Nasan and found. This is a beer you don't want to help any young man. Play a beer and club with him. The first who didn't play in just with my book.
What did you crab?
I
also don't say playing to me Mokotoko.
That is it. You play be una. We are ready. Oba what things we come woman level.
Not enough
for Deportivo.
Uncle building home ra.
Go ase ko fa baby ansan
and
normal.
Nti amana say ejayo. So dey. Ejai. Nti masa afro bi no enti me say am nti obi ejai.
Onba kono ya de na ko kire wa den pe wo se ha.
Obi ejai man
fan nti na. So and I won say Watara the movement in there ya na supporters no nsa wo mpa.
The Basa management take final decision.
Basa management say one more management e bi an take different.
Na say supporters go na ide.
It's a management not what you do anymore.
Say they ono wo hwe the causes of
no, but if supporters say they are not happy with the way you are doing with their team. What is it? And they are there. Watara no free house or the supporters are there forever. And so be no in that direction and you know kwa. And you make money na go bi anko aka bai.
Ipa be sana mu de nim no
nyina. Me kan jeche mo mu jeche me kan me nu de je ozo mu jeche. Ai. Ye de be wa anyi na ye so nya de ko. Ana so be wa the league no bi fa.
Aba se de no. Obeso kire se na aba se down for. Unsa starting about Watara ye.
Because Abbas as an organizer.
Nti duru bi na
like only any work to do apart from say coach bi aba no be man anu anka say we me shall masters
but opposite say afedi o de buy
na the time man o the player no ko e
so o de buy na
I no say justify time na Abbas dey no say
justify there
last season justify no
na so be Watara here no ma justify we
no ma we
I am fan player
I say Watara cheche
say after that one dey to ntakuru
David
na ni pan time o ye no Watara here say no we justify
na Abbas o here
o se chena
o yan chemu
the bill say Abbas after that justify no launch attack or coach no say fine but after that nyina no ogina coach na title say money nso ani Watara wa nya de o Ghana standard na wo form nti na e so no
edi tama has MD so say no wan say Rene Hedden ni lawyer no kasa because officer we confidential and in any case Omokra try to reach out to him any other day.
So but I see if what the lawyer is saying sanity and this unsango for na no muntan twantro almost system no they don't normally lie
emrofo twantro omutwantro papa
omunta
so omuntan twantro
ya na ban ya masaya they don't create drama.
Yes.
Because they were dishonest. They were
but you should the word dishonest.
When you so dishonest, I'm careful. Say they were less than honest.
I said dishonest.
What
if you honest?
But they failed to respond to any of my mail. Is that a fact?
It could be say a fact. Yeah.
So Obi send you mail. Obi anan won send you mail. That's on respond. Yeah. So because you were not.
You're not being honest.
And I can say they were again less than. It was only when we went to FIFA. Almost a FIFA bell, no. After Rene, obviously, then you guys on my Rene Koboka legally. Or couple after Rene has spent a lot of legal fees, that they finally responded. The obviously we then can yet.
I say you could do. Commonly,
was there a confidential? I responded. I can be confidential.
And the board should call the MD right away and investigate this matter. No cry today. No
email no call.
No said they
now about chairman din about another board member will do it.
Say
why not?
So almost no or send email come on.
Also email no or the buy na buy MD ni ho no. E bi call board chairman ho bi call do te ho.
But so
you copies everybody.
But the board, the MD is supposed to take care of issues day to day.
Of course.
Because
the MD
so before you also
Ebeka chance so say no no onim
no why you dealing
no.
Let's
get me back. There's an email in most of the institutions. When they send mails, they make sure all relevant people get copies of the mail. That's what they do. To say a man always send Oyerepa mail. Sometimes there are some email man for traffic. That will copy the general manager so that so be so
at least
you will see. And that's an exactly to.
And I'm a bit to
spam. Or team manager. Na ma copy wo panyin say we enye one-on-one business o say club no omo high obi nipa kro ye yi na di the person is calling on them to do the needful So a board when I've sent copies there, and there's a copy. They only give a copy of the mail to other people.
Ntina, maybe I say the copy no, nipa na copy of why the MD will take full responsibilities. Those you are copying, no, they don't take day-to-day activities of the club.
So before you finish, like, are you also aware of the discussion course between the MD and the board chairman when the mail came?
And then the bosses.
No, who is that you? Maybe problem is
that's almost start investigation.
You see, and I'm saying
starting here who say any MD faulter.
Because I'm sure say to just respond to someone's email. And I just go check out. Or the grievance aba. And he just responding to him say oh we've received the email.
Possible say be MD so
when the MD receives the mail in his report to the board chairman. We are second guessing. Board chairman so don't mind them. And also not possible.
But for when I want to say MD listen, also listen.
Or say
everyone consider.
We're shocked. Say lawyer
consider
now because a confidential.
Only the officer train as we no as
award cost.
Thank you on behind
this. There's a cost.
I guess that's what they wanted to do.
Because football clubs in Ghana, especially the big ones, they had a very strong administrative office working. Those days are normally asked for more.
Ask for more, yeah.
And those are some Sanema wing and yet chairman for Asemu. Omuja do baby and Oma Kobama near.
Say Yanina car could do figure say Montia.
But say chairman for no one to be involved in the day to day. And
you need to me cry to you never.
I say it to me, you call boss who are best at those Matilda that out there. For the kind. And maybe the before say
a cannibal.
A structure near then was in any year. Now a car bar go and pay. Well, I am the only bonnet.
The football
nobody say, oh no, Waka Bontin, okay, can answer.
Nasa Canaba.
One the same go for Sunday. Now, I have formed every court on better church as him.
Ibiana, we see, yeah.
I will pay and see the NC and also we crack and you can see Drew. Because I send him a long fee. Last
week, sorry, I think Friday or Saturday, if I'm right. Emma House board member be Penny back on Ekatre and say House of Folk will not or Jitu. In fact, yes, story crown from the year story Nankasano, one fat figure account. House sources Naya figure no at the Becan home. Or Jitu we say, and that House of Folk we're going to speak to it. Or you sue the word Monday, meaning say Ebia from Monday, but and then MD Nikasaye and then MD Nankasaka and MD Nikasaye. The MD says, Omobemo Pare, I issue a statement on it and I said we will speak to it. So that
I was privy to negotiations via meaning some baby and go stars and the players be any amount involved. See, I say, it's a Cotoconia,
and go foot here. Careful. Seriously, and the dear man no go stars no, a Diana no
on top of the salary, is also still paying the signing on no.
Baby, for example, Ghost Stars have stopped.
Ghost Stars paid money to somebody.
And people most of say free now, and they are now.
They paid money. I'm always free. You're paying and negotiate. Good money and good salaries.
No, I know. Say
good money, good salaries.
I know a player.
Just like everybody's paying.
I know players at last 2 seasons had Ghost Stars 95,000. Last 2 seasons.
Yes. And they are Burma cost road, etc.
I know. Ebi musi no. One day make ebi musi.
Cost road come more. And they pay. I'm surprised. Where do they get this money from? Ubeka some a company, but company cross is can if you
company no they manage it like a business.
Only you is an umbenya. Omni has $30,000 and I couldn't him. $30,000. Umbema players. So give to 3 players. Anyway, so but why they have decided to do it the way they want to be any.
No, it's a problem.
And if you have been close to them, they be a because catch upon a running football. Nobody should make a mistake. Within the clubs, you almost ɛwɔ nimdeɛ paa o
Mamonye.
system probably not allowing them system probably not allowing them system probably not allowing them what's edwuma bia no yɛte yi edwuma yɛ wɔ ha yi dodoɔ naa ne the way it should be run no comes from the top but what you say ɛyɛ ana una ne ni convictions say na mpɛsɛ me yɛ na ɛde
sɛ wo bɛka sɛ wo know how to
nti me bi sɛ bi ɔmo da so ɔmo team no so be our experience obɛka just this is the way I want to do it
but to me say scan bi no how we can scan some actually ne say anya ade ekwa ko face scan bo be put it
o be na say we off record wa ma me examples bebre na na we see yo obo no ma dwene nko o ma dwene no ko o ma form kwan so no ma nyom sika wo ya akoda bi kura bi o start say o ye no business bi kwa na wo be class 2 wa go kinkan book e dey better them open view it's difficult to convince them you know it's not easy so be convince obi onu obie na dwuma de ne nyansa nya ne sika edu ba bi no wo kra no de obedi kra ho den onim nyansa sebi fa go face ka ni that
onim nyansa peska
enti ye hwe nim se nyame mu ade enche de na mboa mu
ewia
okay
I'm to say Kotoko saying for a new striker nti ebe wia
Burkina ni na chi no
yeah new striker nti na ebe wia ogun share details beba
news wa beduru ana
beduru ye but obetia beduru
abesna kwasa
of outside
yes outside
obesa kwasa Africa
yeah for a new striker nti ewia ba
ni nyina is kana bia
this can I be a
I
say so to answer why these are
ne do na
o da bla bi
13
says I wrote for near sign 11 anything this ask nam dom nam 10 o de oya na o why okay nti ya dia si so ho nyame boa o da nyame boa for 30 I will sports uncle wo ene efie nyako goso and
Oyerepa FM unye, yade kaseba we me munye, we are singing nebramo.